Soviet-style secret police have no place in the America I know and love. According to ICE's own data, 70% of immigrants arrested have no criminal history whatsoever, and just 5% have violent criminal convictions. Despite the lies that you hear coming out of the White House, ICE is meeting its quotas by targeting hardworking immigrants, many here lawfully, simply trying to pursue the American dream. The first and easiest step to correct this problem is to pass my No Secret Police Act. Mr. Speaker, I rise to condemn the excessive violence that we are seeing from federal immigration agents on the streets of Chicago, New York, New Orleans, and all across the country. Donald Trump's militarized secret ICE agents are creating fear and terror around our country. Their lawless behavior has no place in our democracy, and I am proud to lead Democrats in fighting back. That's why I introduced the No Secret Police Act, to get rid of masks, to require agents to show identification, to hold ICE accountable. Soviet-style secret police have no place in the America I know and love. According to ICE's own data, 70% of immigrants arrested have no criminal history whatsoever, and just 5% have violent criminal convictions. Despite the lies that you hear coming out of the White House, ICE is meeting its quotas by targeting hardworking immigrants, many here lawfully, simply trying to pursue the American dream. The first and easiest step to correct this problem is to pass my No Secret Police Act.
American classrooms are becoming battlegrounds for foreign influence. For years, my colleagues and I have sounded the alarm about adversaries exploiting our education system. Malign foreign entities like the Chinese Communist Party are working to undermine American values, not just on college campuses, but across our K-12 schools as well. This is not only an attack on education and academic integrity, it is a threat to our national security. Across U.S. colleges, the CCP established Confucius Institutes to push false narratives, whitewash history, and endear American students to the CCP while obscuring its brutal human rights abuses. But these propaganda operations didn't stop at higher education. In K-12 schools, Confucius classrooms sprang up, aiming to shape the minds of our youngest learners. At a 2023 subcommittee on early childhood, elementary, and secondary education hearing, Defending Education highlighted a report exposing nearly 2 decades of CCP efforts to influence thousands of children. At one point, more than 500 schools hosted Confucius classrooms, many located on U.S. military bases. That is no coincidence. Those programs are a deliberate attempt to undermine American values and compromise our security. That's why I proudly support H.R. 1069, the Promoting Responsible Oversight to Eliminate Communist Teachings for Our Kids, or the PROTECT Act, from Representative Kevin Hern and Representative Kevin Kiley. This legislation prohibits federal funds from going to any school that also accepts funding from the Chinese Communist Party. It also sets a clear precedent. The U.S. will not allow a foreign regime to dictate what our children learn. When schools accept CCP funding, they are effectively letting a totalitarian government decide their curriculum. In China, students are taught only what the Communist Party allows. America must never cede that authority. Confucius classrooms have never been reciprocated in China, where U.S.-style cultural exchanges on this scale are forbidden. The CCP is not interested in genuine cultural exchange or open dialogue. Its goal is indoctrination, teaching students that China is benevolent while erasing events like the Tiananmen Square massacre and ignoring the ongoing Uyghur genocide and other human rights abuses. By accepting CCP funding, schools shield students from the truth because the party does not want them to know it. The PROTECT Act gives schools a clear choice: federal funds or CCP funds, but not both. In the wake of years of learning loss and educational decline, schools should focus on student achievement, not spreading foreign propaganda. Under the Trump administration's leadership, we are restoring focus to the education system, putting students first and protecting them from authoritarian influences. I urge my colleagues to support H.R. 1069 to protect students, uphold American values, and safeguard our national security. Mr. Speaker, I reserve the balance of my time.
The Chinese Communist Party is executing the most sophisticated global influence campaign of our time. They are not just targeting our military or U.S. companies, they are targeting our children. One of the CCP's key tools is the Confucius Classroom program. These programs are funded, staffed, and overseen by the Chinese government, giving them direct influence over curriculum, teaching materials, and the content presented to American children. We cannot allow an authoritarian regime that censors information, rewrites history, and silences dissent to have any role in American education. Our classrooms must remain places of learning, not foreign influence. The Protect Our Kids Act sets a simple but necessary safeguard. If a school chooses to host a CCP-funded Confucius program, it should not receive federal taxpayer dollars. Simple as that. This bill upholds academic integrity, protects parents' rights over their child's schooling, counters communist propaganda, and strengthens our national security. The CCP is playing the long game, influencing minds early and often. We must meet this challenge head on. So I urge my colleagues to support this bill and stand firm against foreign indoctrination in America's schools. Thank you, and I yield back.